Democracy is very tough to manage, but it's the best form of government. We must promote unity, stability, and economic justice for everyone.
The question of security is paramount in my mind because women are the high victim of insecurity.
Our diversity is an asset if we know how to use it.
Banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, community clashes, and armed robbery has become recurrent phenomenon, predominantly in northern Nigeria. This has, of course, hampered development and frustrated foreign investments. Since the bulk stops on the table of the presidency, what critical strategies should the current government take to change the story for the better? Join us as we brainstorm with our guest analysts on the Presidency in Focus on TV Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. You're welcome back to the studio. This is the Presidency in Focus on TV Nigeria. Just like we said, we're going to be taking a look at tackling insecurity in Nigeria, expected strategic approach from the office of Mr. President. To take a look at this very critical national issue, a governance and leadership expert who is equally a political analyst, is also a renowned expert in security matters, Archbishop Joe Enyidero. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.
Also with us in the studio is a public affairs analyst, a journalist, and of course, a criminologist. Mr. Joseph Folonshaw, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. You are doing very great.
Thank you very much for coming on the Presidency in Focus on TV Nigeria. Now, gentlemen, national insecurity is creating absolute embarrassment for this country, for the people, and for the government of Nigeria. Drawing reference from the recent Plateau killings, kidnapping, and of course, banditry and terrorism, mostly in the northern part of the country. Sir, can you tell us, what do you think is the root cause that has continuously allowed this evil to perpetuate?
I will just give you a very simple analysis. When the issue of Fulanis came up, the late governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, was able to put up a courage and put in place what they call it, Amotekun. Who are the Amotekun? Amotekun, they are the indigenous of Ondo State, who knows the in and out. They know their terrain, they know the farm, they know the loophole.
This is talking about community
yes,
policing.
Yes, so, and they succeeded. Okay. Why are we refusing to put community policing in place? If I am from Akoko Edo, will I be able to take bribe from my family? Will I be able to take bribe from my sister? So until we are able to nail the nail at the right place, and one, let us put an end to corruption first. Let these politicians stop. If I don't win election, I must sponsor something to bring him down, to discredit his government, so that it will give room for me to win the next election. You go back to the jail, you go back to this country, and bring people down to foment trouble, to disturb me, to create problem for my government, in order for you to win election. And after empowering them, and now they have seen money. Somebody who have never in his life spent 10,000 naira, you hire him, and you use him, and you now become a man that is now spending millions in a month. How do you stop him? These are the people now that have taken kidnapping as a profession. Terrorism as a profession. Because they believe that money is there. So that is the problem. We have opened, the politicians have opened the eyes of these boys. They are no longer ready to go and do a white collar job. They are no longer ready to go and collect salary. Because what they are going to make in a month is enough to feed them for the rest of their life.
Mr. Joseph Oronshaw, you're a criminologist. Criminology is also a very critical part of policing. Now, banditry, terrorism, kidnapping shouldn't have reared its ugly head if there was proper policing. So, Mr. Joseph, where do you think we have got it wrong? What are those very major causes that is bringing all this, and how can we effectively check it?
Let me start with some of the very unique authority from one of definition of criminology. And one that's very, very unique is they will tell you that criminology is the study of crime, the commission of crime, and the societal response or reaction to the commission of crime. So let me take it from the end. When there was a killing in Jos, what was your reaction? What was Oga's reaction? What was my reaction or response? Some people were busy throwing party in another place, maybe in Delta State, in Edo State, in Lagos State, but people, not that they were doing it, they were in their houses. Some individual went there and killed the mother there. The societal reaction or response to the commission of when a crime and be committed. So it means that, passively, it is normal. So the next person, if this person do this thing and not happen, let me plan now. That's why criminology want to, this thing happened. What was the reaction of the system?
The system.
The criminal equally looking at the governor reaction, the president reaction, the senator reaction, you and I reaction or response. So if we are saying, we stop crying, we condemn this bastardly act. Government is not out to condemn anything. If any person commits an infraction, government has consequence. The person that person need to face the consequence of the action. It's what, by the way, the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria is summarized in less than 2 paragraphs. Protection of life and property. Forget all of that thing. It is when we can come here safely. That's where you can say, governor did not construct road. This place is there's no air condition. This place there's no light. What if we cannot come here? Which means that our the economic sector, the education sector, the health sector will revolve around issue of security. And that's the reason the system, Nigeria as a system, we must come to the realization that security is a different agency, separate from the government. And that is the reason in normal civilized country, let's come to UK, quickly go to UK. The only person that the Metropolitan Police may not easily stop is the king or the queen. Sometime last year, the police in UK found the prime minister did not wear seatbelt. He just did a video not wearing seatbelt, and they sent a fine to him. And the prime minister, that is just like the president, paid the fine that was sent to him. Here, you can see some officials of government blowing one way. One way is a crime is something that is prohibited. Recently, there was a video circulating where the governor was on somewhere and they stopped some people that were for. He said, "Hey, Mr. I am a soldier." You understand it? That one is an aberration. How do we react? How do we respond when a crime is committed? That's where we in criminology look at. Then the other one is this. Just did not have border with any neighboring country. No. Which means that technically we make our police to fail. We have the best police in the world. If you tell our personnel, but the system, more or less, I do ask a lot of questions. I think it is time for us to ask, what crime has Nigeria police committed to the system? What crime? Now, why I'm asking this question is this. It is from Nigeria Police we now have the DSS. The EFCC now, many of the personnel from Nigeria Police. The road safety
from Nigeria Police.
From Nigeria Police. Just the immigration,
the custom,
all the
custom.
Paramilitary.
Now, the issue there is this: the Constitution actually recognizes police as the alpha and the omega of internal security. Instead of Nigeria as a country to equip the police, the money we spend for EFCC, the money we spend for custom, the money we spend for DSS, so we want to put them to build those departments in police. We started fragmenting the police for failure. There's a play they call a Miverting. That's anti-fraud unit. What the EFCC doing that? That's supposed to be a department of police that will take care of fraud. When crime takes place, even though when you call DSS to help you investigate, it's already a beginning of failure. One, that is not their core job. This is the DSS will not do investigation and carry the file, give to police for prosecution. And when you go to court, the case will not go anywhere because the police they have little about what they call crime scene. What happened in that place? And that's why when you now go to court, there's what they call trial within trial. You see the IPO, who was not originally the first person to visit the scene of crime, is neither here nor there. The judge have collected bribe. Until when Nigeria realized that policing is not to be seen, but to be felt.
To be felt.
You feel that this place is secure.
Now, this current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was the governor of Lagos State, set up the Rapid Response Squad. And this squad has been quite effective, highly professional. Shouldn't the president possibly, bring up that idea again in a more elaborate manner at the federal level so that we can arrest to a barest minimum the current trend of terrorism and banditry and kidnapping in the country?
Rapid response. Who are they? Are they not police? Have you forgotten that we have state executives all over the country that are in charge, that are the chief security officer of what? Of the respective state. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was able to achieve that as a governor of Lagos State by assisting the police. Police, I will assist you.
Strategically.
Yes! So now, if Bola Ahmed want to do, then the governors of each state must agree. Without the governor, it cannot work.
Mr. Folonshaw.
Yes. If Bola Tinubu would what our dear president is a very smart person, very dynamic individual. If you want to solve the problem, this is my suggestion. Which country have you ever seen they say we have a Inspector General of Police? Just name which country. The head of Metropolitan Police is a commissioner. I think I forget, Ronnie something. Is a commissioner. That Metropolitan Police you are seeing, that is doing very great in United Kingdom. The head is not an IG. It's not an IG. It's not even a DIG. It's not an AIG. It's a commissioner of police in the metro. So what if, to me, I will subscribe the governor should take the president to court and say, let us actually be not a nominal chief security officer of my state, but the real security officer of my state, that the DSS should not report to the man in Abuja, but should report to me. The commissioner of police of his state should report to the governor, not to IGP, who doesn't know what is going on in Lagos. If anything happens, everybody, Babajide is not doing anything. Is a chief security officer on a nominal job, like you are embarrassing him. During Joseph Ubu, between him and Rotimi Amici then, you see, it was a war between the commissioner of police, Rivers State then, and the governor. But the man want to wait for instruction from IGP who is very busy with other things. So let President Bola Tinubu look for a constitutional one and say, do you know what? It could be doctrine of necessity that IGP should just be maybe head of police, but it should not. The CP should not wait for instruction from IGP before. I will say, if you go back to Jos, I can bet you till tomorrow the commissioner of police, Jos, is still there as commissioner of police. In civilized country, that man would have been in force headquarters, that carrying fire. Let's assume you don't fire him, or he did not resign on his own. Because within those villages, I believe there should be some divisional police offices or area command offices. What were those people doing? There's no local government in Nigeria office that do not have a representative of the civil defense. Not to talk of the police division. So how many did those number of people cross all those? We were killing people. You can't even kill animal in that.
More than 200.
Crime involve logistics. Are they going to use vehicle? Are they going to use bike? They can plan that thing for more than a month.
That brings me to the issue of intelligence report. Archbishop Meyindero, what is wrong with our level of intelligence? When the president came on board, cautioned that there must be some level of synergy between the various security agencies. And I remember he emphasized it, intelligence. You can sit right in one place and monitor and check, because the essence of intelligence is to also prevent crime before it's been committed. What's your take?
The problem we're having is this. There is no coordinated effort between the security agency. The military sees the police as an enemy. The police sees the Navy as an enemy. Even between the Navy and the soldiers, they are not coordinating. Everybody believes that I am more superior than you. Who are you talking to me? And that is why the moment there is an information, instead of them passing the information, the military would like to respond the information straight to Chief of Army Staff. On the Chief of Army Staff pass instruction not to be done.
So much bottleneck?
Yes. And by then, crime is committed. You know? So there is no rapid response. Rapid response, no. Then pass an information to the police post. The police post will be radioing in the DPO. Okay? They said there is something and then until the DPO pass instruction, whatever job it does will become illegal duty.
And it could be fired.
And before you know, souls have gone.
Before you know, souls are gone. So there is no rapid response. There is no unity between the security agency. They don't see themselves as if they are doing the same job. They are working for Nigeria. They believe that they are working for their department, not as a nation.
Mr. Folorunso, I think this is a very bad orientation.
If you want me and you to work together, there must be something that is, we operate at a level. Oh, I will not look at it, because if your salary is more than, I'm collecting 200,000 per month,
and I'm collecting 50,000,
and you are collecting 50,000, you say you want to talk,
and we are doing. No, and you are a 3-star. You are a 3-star. I am a 3-star.
We say we want to talk. Then secondly, you see a police officer. Those police you are seeing, if you the same level, if you see a police in level 14 and EFCC person in level 14, the salary gap is too much. I will subscribe. It is not to your mouth synergy. That's a wonderful thing from the president. If it is the policing agency, apart from the military, the three other one, that is the Naval, the Air Force, and apart from allowance, the salary should be
equal.
So that the pension and everything will equally be the same thing. That's the other one. When we come to the police should be collecting salary more than the EFCC, not the one we are seeing now. Because EFCC benefit from the police. In as much as we continue to look at police to commit one of the worst crimes so far, that's why we want us to equip police, we only dismantle them.
Have you ever bothered to find out those police you see on the road who give them uniform? Yeah, many of them bought their uniform by themselves.
Bought their boots.
And it's in the budget every year that they allocate money for uniform. Majority of them. You see, you need to visit some of these police stations. When you move a policeman from Sokoto or from Meduguri, he's coming to Lagos, then they sleep inside car. So because they have been subjected to mental torture.
Now, gentlemen, we are on the Presidency in Focus platform. The president, of course, I'm very sure that some of what you've said will get to him. But let's talk to the man himself. What should be the solution for the police? Are we saying, from the analysis, welfare package will motivate police to work? Because some people have argued that the Nigerian police has the capacity to work if they want to work. Are we saying that insecurity in the country now is also part of poor welfare for the police? But what should the president do immediately?
For me, first now is if you go to the rank and file of the police, there are many of them are not. They are they cannot protest according to our constitution or the law guiding them. The police are down. They are not okay with their pension scheme that they are the PENCOM. They are not okay with it. If the president wants to assist the police, first thing, remove this police from that PENCOM. The IGP is not in PENCOM. The DIG is not in PENCOM. The AIG is not in PENCOM. PENCOM is from commissioner of police down to the last rank. If that place is okay, why is the IGP not there? Remember that the one that is following IGP up and down, the one that follows DIG up and down, the one that follows AIG up and down, that junior one, they are seeing what is going on. How my guy is enjoying himself. They are following them, but inwardly, inside them, they are not happy with the system. So, first thing that the president needs to do, if you want to get those guys, is that remove them from the pension, this PENCOM that they are not okay with. Then the next one is this. I don't know how the president is going to do it. Is he a bill that is going to send to them? Let the CP of every state, let the director of DSS of every state, let the commandant of civil defense of every state, yes. Let the marshal of road safety of every state be reporting to the governor of that state. I love the president now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When he was a governor, many times we take the federal government to court. Why is governor afraid of? It's not a crime. It's never. You did not. How do you call it? You did not. As if you dishonor the president. No, you are talking of the president. That Oga, for this country to move forward, let us be in court. The governor of then former governor of Kaduna State, the governor of Kogi State, and there's another governor took the federal government to court. Issue of a Naira redesign. That is what saved the situation. El-Rufai is very close to Buhari then, the former president. But he said, no, let's go to court. And at the end of the day, those are the governor that saved Nigeria. It's never a crime. No, let the governor take the president to court and say, do you know what? Let the court make pronouncement. If I am the chief security officer of my state, the DSS, director of DSS must take order from me. The commissioner of police must take order from me.
Thank you very much. Tackling insecurity in Nigeria, expected strategic approach from the presidency. That's the focus really on the presidency in focus this moment on TV Nigeria. We'll be speaking with Archbishop Enyidero, who is also an offshoot from the police force and of course a criminologist, Mr. Folonshaw. We'll be right back. And when we return, we'll be looking at the fifth columnist within the military or the police. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. So, Archbishop Enyidero, the fifth columnist, during the administration of Jonathan, Muhammadu Buhari, banditry, terrorism was associated with fifth columnists within the military. For example, the military is about to launch an attack. Before you know it, the bandits or the terrorists have gotten information that the military is coming. And that's why we have several attacks of troops of the Nigerian army. How can we eliminate the fifth columnist? Because this is a major factor.
Many years ago, during Ajakai, when Ajakai was the CP of Lagos State, we keep on having constant robbery between Badagry and Agege Anes. Not until we decide to do something funny. By then, I was crime control. So what do we do? And I said, let us look into the system. And that was why we discovered that an armed robber that was declared wanted in Edo State has been enlisted into the police with a different name, who has other police officers too that were armed robber, who are his own boys that were enlisted to get into the police. That is the problem we are facing. When you allocate quota to governor to join the police, who are they bringing? They bring thugs, people that are going to protect their interests. So that is why you see now that within the police, you have criminals. Within the military, you have all of them there. Because you are Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor just say, please, I have one of my boy
please, he's coming to you tomorrow. Please let him be in the system. Then all of them are now, police job has now become a system whereby people donate. You donate your brother, I donate my brother. My brother has been sitting down home for the past 3 years. He has no job. Let him go to the police. This one has been sitting down for many years. Let him go to the military. Then you pack all of them together in the military that are not interested. You see, their major priority is not it's not the love of the country. It's not the love of the state. During our time, we love the state. During Egbokoya, we were there to face Egbokoya. But we don't have that zeal anymore.
My first degree was guidance and counseling in University of Lagos. And we do ask of, whenever there's going to be a recruitment, we call what is very important, what we call entry behavior. Entry behavior, how is the recruitment process taking place? Something we're supposed to declare like emergency just happened a couple of days ago. Some individuals were dictated that were claiming that they are from Oshodi.
Yeah,
and whereas they are not from
Yes.
Some say they are from claiming Lagos and
Ilupeju.
and the rest of them. That showed to you this is not the first time that kind of things is taking place. It means that this has been there for a very long
and
time.
they could be terrorists.
Now what do you mean by entry behavior? Which means that by now, the presidency would have said, okay, do you know what? We need to take the investigation back. How many people that are not from Lagos that are actually taking the quota of Lagos and they are in the military?
That are not from
How many
Kaduna?
people that are not from Kaduna that are taking the quota of Kaduna that are in the military, the Navy, they are in the police and the rest of them? Because if that thing, we just trivialize it, then we have fundamental problem. The other one is this. The training that they do have, just like what Oga have said, there is not only what we call proper, is it debriefing or briefing? If you have to be an American Marine, after the training, even though if you are from Nigeria, if you are from Cameroon, you forget where you come from. Your allegiance is now how the American Marine will succeed. Because of that, it leads to wrong profiling of criminal. Oh, they caught a criminal. One Mr. Joseph, a brother to Oga Oyinderu. Oyinderu is a prominent person in the police. You understand? In investigation, you don't, because the man was not properly trained, he will be bringing what they call wrong labeling, because those two will color the investigation. Because when we are saying a person, a brother or an uncle to the IGP, any police that want to investigate that matter, you know that there could be a call that who is the person handling this matter. He will be careful. And that's why people say sometimes anything that they say unknown soldier. Yes, because the soldier were not recruited to go and commit crime. So when you commit crime, automatically you are not part of them.
Colonel Stan Labo, recently on a private TV station, was talking on terrorism, and he's challenged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to show willpower, not to go the way of former President Muhammadu Buhari. He raised some issues. He said governors up north at the sub-national level, they are having romance with terrorists. Archbishop Oyinderu, do you agree?
When you are talking about evidence, he has his facts. Our major problem is religion. In those days, there is one society they call Ogboni fraternity. Ogboni fraternity that time happened to be a club that protect themselves. Until we realize that some of these religions from the north are there to protect themselves. So, and that is why you can see Matasene, Boko Haram. And who are they from? Are they ghosts? They are not ghosts. Or the failure of our governors in the north, because of the fear of not losing election, because of the fear that they want to win election, they know what to do, they fail to do it. Even they give them money.
Now, to add to what Colonel Stan Labo said, he said this degenerating situation has come to a level where even some of the governors are advocating for amnesty for terrorists. Mr. Folonshaw, is this not out of place?
I think one thing that is very, very prominent in Nigeria is many of the time we talk of the physical poverty, but one thing that our dear president needs to actually do everything possible to eradicate in Nigeria is mental poverty. The mental poverty is so high that And that is the reason a governor will do anything he like for 3 years. When it is like 6 months to the election, he started sharing money because of the next election. That is if a governor that want to return. If the one that want his closest friend to succeed him, he started sharing money. And people will collect the money and reinforce if I'm allowed to use the word failure. You know, we show that mentally the poverty is so high. I am not saying if you must collect the money, collect that money
and follow your conscience.
Vote for it. Because after all, the money is for you.
An Islamic scholar, Gumi, said that, look, what the bandits need, give them education, give them money. This will stop, more or less give them some motivational whatever. Is there any coloration really?
Sheikh Gumi is my very wonderful friend, that we interacted a lot. There was a day I was having a conversation with him, and I asked him one question. I said, sir, you have been advocating for these people. And the question that he replied to me was very, very unique. I said, Joseph, if the money that you are talking of, the ransom, that they say they have been paid for this bandage and the rest of it, if that money is gotten to them, do you think they will be, anytime they kill any of them, you see poverty written in their face in capital letter? Which means that these people are just on a foot soldier, doing something, the bidding of some people who feel they are untouchable. I do say it. Apart from God, the next most powerful entity in the world is government. So sometimes when something happens, the government, they say we are making effort, we are condemning. Government is not to condemn anything. Someone kill a citizen of your country, you pass the right message to that person, to that group. It is because we have never been passing the right message, and that's why people say, okay, let's grant them amnesty.
Archbishop Indero, we heard that currently a lot of Boko Haram terrorists are in police or military detention. And at the end, sometimes they use them as a negotiating power. Shouldn't there be capital punishment for the fact that they have killed innocent Nigerians?
When you talk about crime analysis, we have simple offenses, we have dominion offenses, we have criminal offenses. Then within the criminal offenses, if it is misdemeanor, you are entitled to either 6 months, between 6 months and a year. The other one, you are entitled to between a year and 3 years. The other one can be 7 years. If you commit a sin, murder, you have the punishment is there. Now, why do we fail to enforce that law?
There was a particular politician that was contesting election who now went, empowered the youth, give them arms and ammunition. I must win this election. And after winning the election, he abandoned them. He could not collect the ammunition and arms and ammunition he gave from them. Then instead of doing that, he now put their name in the list of those who will be collecting salary every month. And the same thing happened. Another governor in the north saw the same thing. Key to the system. Went to Niger, went to everywhere, bring all those boys together, arm them. Then we start Boko Haram. Was just not the most beautiful state that every expatriate want to go to and visit and rest.
Now, solution is very key. But like, I just want to go back to what Colonel Stan Labo said. He said the president needs to show willpower. Apart from willpower, are there very drastic decisions the president can take immediately in synergy with the Senate and the House of Reps to quickly pass certain laws?
I will recommend one law to the president. Any person, any staff of INEC who aid in the rigging of elections should be court-martialed. Or God mentioned issue of politicians. Politicians, they are not the one in charge of INEC. They have people in INEC who will help to rig
election.
On the side of the military, in as much as the police, there's always a leakage of information. The military or all that agencies, there's a leakage of information to the criminals. The government must look at it that any time we hear of ambush of military, serious investigation need to be done and find out who was responsible for leaking that information, and that person should be treated like I don't know, so that other people will now know that leaking information to the enemy when our wonderful gallant officers are going to for any assignment is a crime and abomination in the system.
President Tinubu is on the seat of power. What do you expect him to be telling the defense minister, the chief of staff, the IG, and their contemporaries with regards to forestalling what happened in Plateau State or future occurrences of that dastardly killing?
Please, let us say the reality. Go to the north. I was in Tisga. When I was in Tisga, I went to an office of a DPO. I could not believe it. I say, this is the office of a DPO?
I do not see anything that can make me call that place, even call it a village security post or a watch night gate. That place is not a police post at all, not even a police station at all. And that is why the lacuna is there. Go, don't, in the south here, my friend, we are different. In the south here, you see police station very well equipped. Go to the north, how many police stations are equipped? How many rifles are in the police station?
So the governors are not doing enough.
What do they use their security vote to do? What do they use their security vote to do? Our legislators that are in the National Assembly, they call it constituency watch project. What do they use the money for their constituency project to do? The first thing is that, equip the police.
And I want to use the point to say, give credit to Lagos State government. It is only Lagos State government that are actually putting a lot of money, spending a lot of money to assist police in Lagos. And you know the negative part of it.
The governors in the north should
yes,
follow.
And you know the negative part of the bad part side of it. The government in Lagos State we train a lot of these police officers. Before you know what's happening, there's posting.
Okay, gentlemen, let's take a look at the long proposed idea for state policing in Nigeria. Will it work? Does it have all it takes to achieve our expected anticipation for a secured Nigeria?
In the past, I remember we have local government police. We have regional police. Let us go back to a system whereby our local government will have, just as we're doing in America, we say America developed. Let's have our regional police. Let us have our local government police. Let us have our state police. If I am a policeman and I'm serving in my village, can I collect bribe?
Lie.
I can't collect bribe from my family. They will report you, your son has collected money from me. Then you will be expecting the perfection of the job.
Another thing I want to add is this. Imagine Oga Ben, Oga Endero, which you are part of. A commissioner of police, when he retires, the pension is not up to 100K. That pension, when a commission, that is the number one police officer in a state. That is when he retires.
What is
pension?
What is the pension of an AIG? What is the pension of a CP? What is the pension of a CSP? What is the pension of a DSP? Well, after serving for 35 years, how much is the pension?
So the president should look at that.
And he can no longer apply for job anywhere again.
Which job?
Who will apply him?
Some of them, they don't have house. You understand? In the olden days, I know that some people will retire from, I know someone that retired from CBN. It is the day he retired, the following 2 months, he built a house. You know, we mean that the retired from CBN, he has
the severe package.
He has money.
Come.
You understand it? But when a police is retired, check from CSP down that none of them is collected.
They have stroke. 3 months after they have stroke.
1.8, 1.6.
Majority of the police officers that retired, some of them 2 years, 3 years, they have never got their pension. How do you want them to survive?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope the presidency is listening to this. The police need all the motivation it can, from salary to retirement packages and all that. This could possibly inspire more motivation to deliver on their mandate. Funding of the police is very key. So, gentlemen, on a final note, Archbishop Enyidoru, your final word on this matter. We can go on and on.
Yes, my final word, temporarily for now,
Yeah.
is let Mr. President not sleep over security. He must not sleep over it. Loyalty is the key. I would say there was a policeman in the past at Lagos State headquarters here. He's never a graduate. But anywhere there is robbery, give it 24 hours. We will nab the man. Let him base his work on intelligence. People that can do the job, not political agents.
not political appointees.
So the military, are you not putting trust on the military?
Our military are trying. Apart from the sabotage from the politicians, I've told you, I said, they must stop allocating quota to the politicians.
Mr. Folonshaw, your final word.
Either the NGO or other stakeholder should beg the president, please, let the governor be the real security chief of their various states. Let every commissioner of police, every director of DSS, every commandant of civil defense, every marshal of state marshal of Rose City be reporting to the governor of that state, not IGP, in terms of security
Matters.
in that state.
On a final note, should the president call for a national security, or should
Conference.
should he declare a state of emergency on security matters in this country?
No, let him call for national conference.
Security conference.
Yes, where experts,
The governors.
all experts will put it together and discuss about the solution to the security system of the nation.
In addition to that, too, a president should be able to tell all the service chiefs, please, if even 1/4 of what happened in jobs happen in any other state,
You are fired.
I will thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Mr. Folonshaw. Thank you for coming on the Presidency in Focus. And Archbishop Enyideru, thank you very much. God bless you. It's been a very wonderful, thought-provoking analysis. We could continue. And I think with the way things are, the final submission here is that the president should call for a national security conference where all the major stakeholders will need to brainstorm and find a long-lasting solution to banditry, terrorism, and of course, kidnapping in the country. And most importantly, our guest analysts have also challenged or advised the president the Nigerian police force needs all the support, all the finances, all the motivation to deliver on its mandate. Obviously, the path to take to achieve a safe and secured Nigeria requires implementing the key suggestions, solutions, and strategies recommended to the presidency by our guest analysts on the program today. But we must remember that it is largely and possible through a collective responsibility and effort to keep Nigeria secured and safe for all. So for more on this package, visit our web TV on www.tvnigeria.ng. You can also watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel, TV Nigeria 808. You can also follow us on our Facebook page or Twitter, which is now X, at TV Nigeria, and our Instagram page, TV Nigeria 1. Keep it locked on TV Nigeria for another interesting package from the Presidency in Focus. Thanks for watching.